Hi, I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls since I was a child and never outgrew it. I enjoy collecting all types of dolls, but my favorite is Reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Ava, Zoe, Haley, and Landon. Along with collecting, I've been a Reborn artist since 2008. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hey guys, so I'm here with Grace, and I know someone requested for me to do a changing video of Grace, but I just can't bear to take her out of this yet. I'm really enjoying her with the sunglasses and everything. But anyways, I just wanted to do this quick video because, oh man, I'm telling you guys, it seems to be increasing in numbers by the day, where I'm getting asked, where do you get Reborn dolls? Or they will comment on like a certain video of a certain one of my dolls asking, how much is that doll? Or how much did you pay for that doll? Or, you know, where can I buy that doll? And I just want to address these comments in one video because I can't answer all of these questions. I would never get off my computer if I answered every single person who's asking the same questions. So, okay, first off, I will not divulge how much I spend on my dolls. I just won't. I'm not going to tell you how much because the fact of the matter is a lot of my dolls are a few years old now and the prices have gone up in Reborns. So even if I say to you, Kate Charles did this doll for me for X amount of money, her price is probably completely different now for customs. She probably charges way more now. So I don't want to like give you guys like a false impression of how much a certain artist might charge for a custom of a doll. The second thing is that most of the artists that I have received Reborns from no longer do customs. So even if I tell you how much or which artist made the doll, they're not doing customs anymore, so you're not going to be able to get them to make that sculpt for you. It's not going to happen. But first and foremost, I just want to remind all you guys that in the description of every single one of my videos, I have a link to my Meet the Babies playlist. And that has the story of every single doll in my collection. It tells you their sizes. It tells you when I got them. It tells you where I found them, which artist made them, which sculpt they are. Everything you need to know about each of those dolls is in that playlist. So if you want to know, you can go and check that out, and you can click on whichever doll you want that information for. But again, there will be no prices in there. And it really bothers me when people will ask, well, how much are Reborn dolls? Because the fact of the matter is that the prices vary very greatly. It is a huge range of prices. It all depends on the artist. It depends on the skill of the artist, and it also depends on how well known the artist is. The bigger known the artist is, the more money they will most likely charge. That's generally how it works. It's almost like brand name clothing. You know, you go into the store and you're going to pay 10 times more for like Tommy Hilfiger or, you know, Louis Vuitton. And that's kind of how it is in the Reborn world, where the top artists, they're going to charge way more. And so what I generally say is my experience has been for a quality Reborn, you can pay anywhere from $300 to up into the thousands. So I can't give you a set price. It just is something that you have to look into yourself. You can go on eBay, you can go on Etsy and search out Reborn dolls. You can go on Facebook, you can join Doll Fan. Lots of Reborns are posted for sale on there, a lot of them secondhand, where you can get really good deals, and a lot of them are brand new from artists. So those are the places that you can go. Second of all, I don't feel comfortable telling the price of my Reborn dolls just because if they're really expensive, then next thing you know, people could be adding up how much my collection in total is worth, and I kind of don't feel comfortable having that information out there. I mean, God forbid, like I got robbed or something like that. I just don't want to have that information out there. I'm just not comfortable with that. The other thing is, like, when people will ask me, where did you get that doll? Where can I buy one just like it? Here's the thing, guys. You can find the kit. You can find the blank kit and get an artist to custom paint and root that kit for you. But it will never look exactly 100% identical to that sculpt in my collection, because every artist has their own style. And even sometimes, like, I have sometimes done the same sculpt 2 or 3 times, and every single one looks different than the last. It's the same sculpt, but the way that I paint each one makes them look different. Very, very different. And so that's how it is with Reborns, is that depending on how the artist paints them, you know, they can change up their skin tone. They could add detailing that's, you know, not on someone else's Reborn. And so even though they have the same facial features and the same sculpted hands and the same sculpted legs, they will look very different. They can have different hair color, different hairstyles, different eye colors, different skin tones, different blemishes or details. So no 2 Reborns will ever look the same. So even with Savannah, like Savannah's probably the one I get the most, where everyone's like, I even had someone say, where can I order her? You can't order her from a catalog. You can't order her. You just have to buy the Kokomaloo sculpt. It's a blank kit, and then you have to find an artist to make it. And I can tell you right now that it will not look identical to my Savannah. It may have the same facial features, but the skin tone and hair color and hairstyle and everything will be completely different. There's just no way around it. You cannot 100% duplicate a Reborn, even if it's the same sculpt. And the other thing is, a lot of sculpts are limited editions and are sold out. And so those you can't really get anymore. Like Zoe is the pixie sculpt, and she's sold out. I mean, I'm sure there's some people somewhere, probably on Dollfan, that, you know, you might be able to find someone selling their blank pixie sculpt that they no longer want. The only downside to it is that a lot of the times when it's a limited edition sold out kit, if someone is selling one, they'll jack up the price, which I am not a fan of. It really bothers me when people try to make money off of just the kits. I know a lot of people that they'll know a certain kit is going to be a really hot kit, and they'll go and order like 3 of them, and they'll Reborn one, and then they'll sell the other 2 for like double the price just for a blank kit. Like, I've seen some sold out kits that are being sold on eBay right now for the cost of a completed Reborn, but they're just a blank kit. And I'm like, are you nuts? I don't understand who would pay that for a blank kit when you can get a fully completed Reborn for that price. So I'm really not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of these people that make money off of limited edition kits. But yeah, just know, like, you know, kits like Zoe are hard to come by because they are no longer being produced. There are some kits that are indefinitely produced, and they continue to produce them. And I think Gialli, which is Yuki's kit, is one of them. I think you can still get that kit. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can still get the Ariana kit, which is the kit that Grace is made from. But yeah, and I made Grace. I've been having a lot of questions about where I got Grace. She does not have a particular artist. I made her, well, I painted her and I assembled her and I gave her her eyes and all that. But I had Bonnie Kephart root her hair, and it's human hair. So yeah, so I just thought I would kind of like come on and answer these frequently asked questions, because it's really hard for me. Like, I feel bad not answering them all, but honestly, like, I must get the same questions about 20 times a day, if not more. And I cannot, there's no way I can answer every single question, because it's too redundant. And I literally would never get off the computer if I answered every single question. So yeah, so if you're wondering about my dolls, the best place to start is the Meet the Babies playlist. And I always have a link to that in the description of all of my videos, so you can go and check that out. Yeah, so, and like I said, the prices, they vary. So it's so hard for me to give, I can't just give you one price and say, hey, all Reborns cost this much. No, it's just not the case, because they're art and they're all handcrafted by artists. And so it really just, it's whatever the artist feels their work is worth, that's what they price it. So it's a wide variety of prices. So definitely I feel like you can find something within your budget. And yeah, so that's basically how it works. And I hope you found this video answered your questions. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye from me and Miss Diva here, Miss Diva Gracie. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye. For this tag, I really thought long and hard about it. And I first and foremost don't feel like the word exploited is the right word. When I hear the word exploited, what I think of is when the media portrays us as crazy. That's where I feel like we're being exploited as collectors.